Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers franchise. And today we're doing a little something different. Today, we're going to end Season 1. Look, I'm having a lot of fun with Madden 24, but I personally am moving very slow with the franchise, and that's no secret. So we're just going to simulate games to end Season 1, and then we're going to pick up where we left off in Season 2. So we're going to simulate Season 1. We're going to do an off-season, not live. I'm going to record it. And then we're going to do Season 2 as maybe a slow slim, maybe just playing some games and then simulating some games. We'll see when we get there. But last week we beat the Texans and Jerry Jeudy's debut with the team, actually, and won 37-19. Did I say we beat the Texans? We did beat the Texans, I would say. But today we face the Titans, and we simulate to there, and we beat the Titans 21-17. So now we're 4-5. Honestly, I think I would have lost to the Titans if I actually played the game. Like, I definitely would have lost this game if I played it. Honestly, I like what I'm doing with the Bucs. I like the team. I like how things are going. We're gonna set our focus plays. So this is gonna be the first time you guys see the scouting. I think it's the first time you're actually seeing the draft field. And oh dear God, there's no QBs in this draft. There's like only one QB. There is no good quarterbacks in this draft. As you guys see, as I'm just taking it down and everything. My favorite player is that corner I just stopped on, Trevante Osgood. Trevon Osgood. But as you can see, there's no... Oh gosh. We got bad quarterbacks. Quandre Reddick is the only quarterback worth looking at. Not really looking for a running back, but these are the top 5 running backs. Not looking for a fullback. These are the top 5 receivers. There are some interesting receivers. But again, not really looking for a receiver. With Mike Evans gone, I started thinking about, hey, maybe we need receiver. But with the acquisition of Jerry Jeudy, I think we're going, and the emergence of other players like Trey Palmer, I think we're going to be okay at receiver. Plus, Chris Godwin comes back next year, who I accidentally owned franchise tag. I'm not franchise tag. Put on injury reserve. And then, well, the time I didn't know I can take him off of injury reserve. But here are the top corners, and I'm thinking we just go corner round 1 because we do need corner help. And Trevante Osgood is my favorite corner. Brandon Robinson is also a good corner. So these are the players we look at. We look at Dion Madden, Alex Todd, and the corner. Those were my 3. And I think we have a mock draft done yet. Do we have a mock draft done yet? No, not yet. Okay. So we're going to simulate this game as well as we look at some of our contracts. And because we got rid of so many players at the trade deadline, we have money. We're not going to do the option on Farley or Joe Tryon-Shoyinka yet. Right now, we're going to try to re-sign Devin White because I had to do things over again. So I think I do believe we adjust this at some point, and ignore that. You're going to see that a lot because I was trying to charge the controller at the time because controller was acting up. But we adjusted a little bit, so he's making about $8 million a year. And Winfield is going to cost us a bunch of money. We already know this, so we gave him that offer and he didn't take it. The offer that was like the base offer, he didn't take it. So we're just simulating more games here. I think we lost to San Francisco. And we beat the Colts, I guess. Brissett having a great... Brissett in the sim is like a god, I guess. Brissett in the sim is great. And we lost Trey Palmer. So Palmer is done for the season. Dislocated ankle. So he finishes his rookie year with 61 catches, 846 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Honestly, a pretty good rookie year, and if he was able to stay healthy, he's definitely getting over. He would have definitely got over 1,000 yards. So I have high hopes for Trey Palmer in the future. I think he's a good number 2 and could potentially be a good number 1. Don't know yet. But as of right now, I think he's a great number 2. But because we have the acquisition of Jerry Jeudy, is he going to be more of a number 3 and not a number 2? But we have the option to put him on IR. I don't put him on IR. I don't think. But Godwin was on IR, and then I take him off IR right there. So like I was saying, that's when I realized, oh, I could have had him off of IR a lot sooner. And it's just a current playoff, as it would be at this point. And this is actually a very interesting playoff pool. It's a lot different from what it was in real life, I'll tell you that. Because in our universe, Aaron Rodgers is healthy. And the Vikings did not start like 0-4 in our universe. Some other teams not surprising. I think the Giants, Falcons, and are the most 2 surprising teams on this list. And another week and another injury. So we're just stacking up injuries at this point. And these are the coaches that have been fired. So the season is over. I don't know if I've shown our record. I honestly don't know if I've shown our record. Season's over at this point, obviously. So this is everybody that got fired. Dan Campbell got fired. That's unfortunate. So the Lions did not succeed in this franchise like they did in real life, making it all the way to the NFC Championship game. As a Viking fan, that hurts me, but honestly, I'm proud of them. Patriots fired their offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator. Ron Rivera got fired, it looks like. That, honestly, not surprising. And Pete Carroll retired. He always retires in these things. So we're going to go ahead and fire our offensive coordinator and our defensive coordinator. Because we had one of the worst offenses. And we didn't have a really good defense either, to be honest. So let's go find an offensive coordinator. We have the option of Jamie Rodriguez, who I'm not sure where he came from. Don't remember where a lot of these guys came from. But there is one guy who I was looking for specifically. Kevin McGovern. Runs a multiple power run offense. He has a whole bunch of skills, which is what entice me to do the move. Plus, he has quarterback guru already. And while he is definitely more suited for a pocket passer, he's somebody who I wanted to hire because honestly, I like what he has to offer. It's really what it is. I like what he has to offer. And it was him and other quarterback gurus I was looking at. But honestly, there's not in like that many. Like there's Marvin Fowler right here, who just doesn't have that much stuff ready. And I think he came from Arizona. So that would be like more of a running quarterback, which is what I want in the end. That is what I do want in the end. I want a quarterback who can scramble out of the pocket and can build the pressure and just get out of it. He can do stuff. And this is also another quarterback guru for Justin Fields. And you see he has all, this was enticing. He has all of the skills for a quarterback who I want, a quarterback that I want. And honestly, he's probably a good hire for us. Runs the Bears offense and everything. This quarterback guru, he didn't have any skills that we were ready for. He only has X Factor ready. So again, nothing that we wanted. But he runs the Andy Reid type offense, which is interesting. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my offense to my offensive coordinator and my defense to my defensive coordinator. If I don't forget. But in the end, I settled on Kevin McGovern because it's just so, he has all those skills already. And it was just so enticing. So, I guess we're about to run a New England Patriot type offense. And I know he doesn't really fit with what we're going to run already, but we're going to have to get used to it because that's what our offensive coordinator runs. And I like the 3-4 defense already. So I'm just looking for someone who runs that type of defense. Like any of the 3-4 defensive schemes, I was looking at these guys. Here's one guy. He just doesn't have anything that I like so far. Like some of these guys just don't have the type of talent trees that I want. Like there's only a few coaches that have the talent trees. Like Darren Young, that would have been a talent tree I looked at. But like just a lot of them don't have what you're looking for. Which sucks because I feel like these talent trees are important to having the best type of players. But the problem with Darren Young is he runs a 4-3, and that pretty much eliminated him immediately. But there was another coach fired that has some skills that I like. Martin Kelly, he has some skills I like. I like D-line guru. He has some of the skills. Like I would prefer cornerback guru. But I like this tree that he has so far. And we're gonna hire him. So we pretty much just stole from New England Patriots. So we are now the Tampa Bay Patriots, I guess. Looking at the season stats, again, Jacoby Brissett's great in a sim. 23 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, almost 3,000 yards. Rushing wise, Rashad White does get over 1,000 yards with 1,230 yards, 10 touchdowns. Sean Tucker finishes with 66 carries, 200 yards, and 1 touchdown, while Brissett gets no touchdowns but 47 carries. And I want to split the carries more. Jerry Jeudy finishes the year with the most receiving yards for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with 926, while Palmer finishes second. He definitely would have got over 1,000 yards. And I like the emergence of Amari Rodgers. He's been with us for about half a year, but got 500 yards, almost 606 touchdowns. Godwin got hurt early in the year, so his stats suck. But honestly, I feel like there's stuff with these receivers, Godwin, Palmer, Rodgers, and Judy. I feel like there's potential there. And Matt Filer gave up the most sacks. I honestly thought it would have been Godeke, but he only gave up 6 in 17 games. Honestly, offensive line, not that bad. Devin White was insane with the tackles. 126 tackles. Savasier Dennis, as a rookie, 115 tackles, 11 tackles for loss, 3.5 sacks, and 4 interceptions. I think that leads the team, to be honest. It does. Devin White with 2, Winfield with 2, Jamel Dean with 2, Caleb Farley with 2. So he got his first 2 interceptions of his career with the team. Because he didn't have any when we signed him, when we traded for him. Zion McCollum with 1 and Kayvon Merriweather with 1. And Shaq Barrett led the team with 8.5 sacks. Vita Vea with 6.5 sacks. Devin White with 4.5. Kalijah Cansey, 4.5 sacks, which isn't bad for a rookie, but I just want to see more out of him. He got injured a lot in year 1. Hopefully, we can do better. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka with only 4 sacks. And Logan Hall with half a sack. Forced fumbles, Ryan Neal led it with Savasier Dennis. Isian had a forced fumble. Devin White had a forced fumble. And so did Jamel Dean have a forced fumble. I don't know if we had any defensive touchdowns at all. Oh, well, it says Savasier Dennis had, oh my dear. Savasier Dennis had 2 defensive touchdowns. If he doesn't win Defensive Rookie of the Year, I'm going to be mad. So now we're just going to look at the stats of the NFL. Pat Mahomes, 4,592 yards. 3 touchdowns. Kirk Cousins, what a great year. 21 touchdowns, 5 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Aaron Rodgers, 31, 14. Honestly, some good quarterback play in the league. Desmond Ridder had a pretty good year. 34 and 11. Jordan Love with a good year. Mac Jones, they might be looking for a quarterback. Anthony Richardson, that's tough for his rookie year. Oh, that's tough for his rookie year. Stafford now with a good year. They're definitely going to be looking for a new quarterback as he regressed. CJ Stroud, not a bad year. So, it's honestly, and now we're getting to like the average QB play of the year, which will be your set. But honestly, not bad, which is what I'm thinking. Bryce Young could have had a better year. Who led the league in interceptions? Russell Wilson and oh my goodness, Tua with a terrible year. But they're not going to get rid of Tua. Rushing wise, Josh Jacobs led the league, 1,700 yards, almost 1,800, and 20 touchdowns is crazy. But some good, really good running back play. Bijan is a beast. Bijan's going to be a star in a few years in this franchise. Dalvin Cook showing he still has some. Shot White, young running back that's stepping up. We have some young running backs. We have a good mix of young and older running backs like stepping up and getting yards and touchdowns. Obviously, Pacheco with 17. That's crazy. They're like literally running him as soon as he gets down to the end zone. Those are all the running backs with 10 or more. JT only got 7. Oh my goodness, he must have got hurt. Jamar Chase looks to lead the league in receiving yards. Good for Chase. And only 4 touchdowns for Justin Jefferson, but 1,300 yards. Who got all the touchdowns? Was it Addison? Wait, who got all the touchdowns for Minnesota? It must have been Addison. Good receiving play, too. Jaden Reed. He's going to be a good player in this franchise. Well, there's KJ Osborne with 7 touchdowns. Oh my goodness. For the Vikings. Oh my goodness, I just realized what I did to the Vikings. I just saw who had 12 touchdowns. Oh my goodness. Mike Evans got all the touchdowns. But the first year of his career, he did not get over 1,000 yards. I really wanted to trade him to an AFC team because I didn't want him in the NFC. But the Vikings just gave me an offer I could not refuse. So he's a Viking. So the Vikings have... I gave the Vikings Mike Evans, Justin Jefferson, and Jordan Addison. Oh my goodness, what was I thinking? Oh my goodness, there's a lot of good defensive players in this league. Wow. Why do we have like 3 tacklers over 100? We have like 3 guys with over 100 tackles. That's probably not defense. Oh my goodness, 4 guys. Ryan Neal getting over 100 too. Yeah, that's probably not good. Just shows you how much our defense was on the field. So who led the league in interceptions? Sauce Gardner? I'm willing to believe that. If this isn't broken like it has been in years past. But after all rookies did, nope. I'll say what all rookies did, Servassier did have more interceptions, but nope, he did not. Brian Branch has 4. Dennis has 4. JOK had 4 interceptions. Not bad at all. Sean Murphy Bunting, player who I wanted on the Vikings in real life, had 4 interceptions. Honestly, to a lot of these players, I probably threw a couple of them. Who had the most, dear God! That's a record that's never been broken. And oh my goodness, 31 sacks? That's insane, Madden. That's not fair. That is literally not fair. That's, oh my goodness. How many sacks is that per game? He's getting a sack. He's getting a sack every game with that. He had 31 sacks and there's 17 games in a season. That's damn near 2 sacks every game. Dear God. See, that's what I expect to see. On the 15.5, that's believable. I would believe that as the AFC lead odds. But in the NFC, you have 31, 17, and I would believe that, 17.5. But, oh my goodness, the Cowboys were just sacking. And Dante Fowler with 11.5 sacks? He came out of nowhere that year. Wow. Dante Fowler with a big year. Tackles for loss, Vita Vea led the league. I mean, that's one thing we got going for us. Well, led the... Yeah, 22 will lead the league. Okay. I'll say led the NFC at least. Good luck. Now you don't see Vita Vea. 4 tackles for loss. But Vita Vea Leads the NFL in tackles for loss with 22. Dear God, 31 sacks is insane. Oh, Tyler Bass, the best kicker in the NFL, I guess, according to this. You guys can believe what you guys want about Tyler Bass. I can't get over that. I think Aaron Donald's like your defensive player of the year. Like, I don't think there's anything getting past that. So let's look at our annual awards. Khalil Mack? Wait a minute. Khalil Mack as defensive player of the year? Best wide receiver, Robert Woods. He had a good year. I'm just like Ayuk with the offensive player of the year. Okay. That's completely fair. Defensive player of the year. Yeah, that's fine. Offensive rookie of the year, Jaden Reed. If Trey Palmer was able to play some more games. Hey! Servassier Dennis is in first for defensive player of the rookie of the year. And Trey Palmer's in for it. Again, if he had more time, if he didn't get hurt, I think we could have had something special. Maybe we could have got the twofer, like the Jets. Oh man. Obviously, like that's just, some of these are just like written. It's on Servassier Dennis, only second in best linebacker voting, and Shaq Barrett in fourth with Devin White in 8. I think Devin White played a lot better than Shaq Barrett this year. Honestly, I'm considering letting Barrett go in the offseason because he costs a lot of money. I'm gonna see what regression does, but I'm literally considering letting Barrett walk. Oh, I mean, not Barrett walk. I gotta cut him. So this is our wild cards playoffs. Jets and Bills, Cowboys and Giants, Browns and Chiefs, Eagles and Falcons, Raiders and Texans, and Vikings and 49ers on Monday night. Oh no, is Kurt gonna do it to them again? Is Kurt gonna defeat the 49ers on Monday Night Football once again? Honestly, he probably is. He probably is. So we finished the year 6-11. Kirk Cousins did it! So, let's go game by game. Aaron Rodgers with a Aaron Rodgers-like game. 2 touchdowns, no interception. Cook only got 70 yards. And they think they need to be starting James Cook, but okay. Garrett Wilson with a good game. 7 for 84. Let's see these stats. Gronklin and Davis getting the touchdowns from Rodgers. Diggs getting that touchdown from Allen. But Diggs didn't get a lot of catches. They need to get Diggs more involved. They had Gabriel Davis more involved than Diggs. They need to get Diggs more involved, yeah. Deion Dawkins had a tough time. So did Mekhi Becton. Honestly, it's just What was the final score of this game again? 21-14. Okay. The Browns. Oh, they took out the Chiefs. Browns take out the Chiefs 27-21. Down goes Mahomes. Watson takes out Mahomes. And Mahomes played a pretty good game. What was the difference make? Was it the rushing? It had to be the rushing. Mahomes only took 1 sack. He threw 44 times, completed 63% of his passes. Wow. I mean, Watson took... It had to be rushing. If they're throwing that many times, that means Pacheco probably had a bad game. Oh, yeah. 12 carries for 53 yards. And they had 2 runners. 2 decent runs. They kept the ground game spread out. Look at that. Kelsey went off, but that's expected. Donovan Peoples-Jones had a pretty good game. 6 catches for 6 catches for 96 yards. Elijah Moore 7 for 77. Amari Cooper is 5 for 65. They just spread the ball out pretty well. The Browns did. Wonder how many times Tony dropped the ball. Wonder how many drops were in the game total for the Chiefs. It was just, I'm assume in my head canon that the Chiefs receivers were just dropping the balls and they let Pat Mahomes down. That's my head canon. But C.J. Stroud had a terrible game. I mean, not terrible. 14 for 21, sacked twice, 159 yards. What happened? Pierre Strong? Okay. I'm guessing they have an injury. Tank Dell, Robert Woods. What happened? Was it the Houston defense? Because it looks like the Houston offense did not have a really good game. Wow, 16-14. That would have been a good game to watch. Really good game to watch. So the Giants beat the Cowboys. So once again, the Cowboys cannot get a win in the playoffs. Another first round exit for Dak Prescott and the Cowboys. And people are making jokes, and they got beat by Daniel Jones and the Giants. You know how that feels. And honestly, it just looks like the Giants played a better game. Even though Dallas defense was all over the field. Dallas has a pretty good defense. The Cowboys have a pretty good defense. Can't deny that. And Atlanta took out the Falcons. Jalen Hurts, what happened? Was it Bijan that happened? Quarterbacks both had an average day. Bijan 20 for 90. Atlanta's defense just had to came up clutch. Wow. Another good game, it looks like. It's just that these teams had pretty good games. I should have been watching some of these games. 17-14. And my favorite result, honestly, the Vikings beat the 49ers on Monday Night Football 28-21. And the lineup for a number 1 seed match. Okay, so they're going to lose to Green Bay. That's what you're going to do to me, Madden? Are they going to lose to Green Bay and then I am just going to sit here crying the whole time? So it's going to be Baltimore and the Jets, Texans and the Browns, while the Vikings take on the Packers. And it's Kirk Cousins, 352 yards, no touchdowns, no receptions. Was it a rushing game? Oh my goodness. Where is Madison? He must be hurt, but 4 touchdowns for Dwayne McBride off of 7 carries. These must have been like 1-yard carries. Dear, oh my goodness. They have a 3-headed monster. What have I done? What have I done? And the Giants are a 2 seed. So it's going to be Giants and Falcons and Vikings and Packers. Let's see what happened. Yes! Just a Viking fan in me. So Aaron Rodgers defeats Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. Lamar not having a... Oh my goodness. Never mind. I was going to say Lamar didn't have a very good game, but yeah, never mind. I wonder if Odell's dad is complaining online. Get my son the ball. Patrick Queen had a pretty good game. He might be someone to look at soon. Actually, we don't need Patrick Queen. And then Cleveland takes out... NFL did the game. Madden did this on purpose. They wanted this matchup. Madden wanted this matchup. They wanted the Deshaun and the Texans matchup. And then this happens. Of course. EA did this on purpose. Oh my goodness. Nick Chubb destroyed him. Yeah, that was the Nick Chubb game. I'm sorry, Houston fans. Honestly, sorry for my Houston franchise last year, too. Robert Woods had a good game. Amari Cooper had a good game. Tank Dell, not the best game, but it's a good game. It's an okay game. Who is Pierre Strong? Honestly, I think Houston gave it their all. But they just could not stop. They couldn't stop Nick Chubb. So it's going to be Browns and Jets in the AFC title. Oh dear God! I just looked at the NFC title game. Desmond Ridder. Oh my goodness! Desmond Ridder destroyed. Okay, yeah, that's all you need to see. Desmond Ridder said, "Get them out of here." Bijan with a good game. Even Cordero had an okay game. Isaiah Hodgins is going to be a very good player for the Giants going forward. See nothing but good things for him in the future. But yeah, Desmond Ridder said, "Get him out of here." Desmond Ridder said, "Nah, we're going to do this on y'all field. We want to get back to our home field." And it took overtime for the Vikings to beat the Packers. Again, another Dwayne McBride game? Ty Chandler get hurt? I don't know what's going on with Minnesota. But no Madison. See, as a Viking fan, I love it. Because I like Dwayne McBride. Oh my goodness, KJ Osborne. Oh, what have I done? Jordan Addison 4. No, where's the Jefferson? Where's Jefferson? What happened to Justin? He must have got hurt. No. Where's Justin Jefferson? Oh no, it looks like Jefferson missed this game. Oh no, they have no chance if Jefferson's not playing. Maybe he just missed that game. Maybe it was just one game. Maybe he got hurt in like practice or something. That's what my head canon's gonna say. Jefferson got hurt in practice leading up to the game, missed that game, and he's questionable for the Falcon game. Oh dear. I'm having... Oh no, 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 oh no. Don't let the Falcons do it, don't let the Falcons do it. Well, it's time to check to see who's in it. I see it already. I see who's in the Super Bowl already. Aaron Rodgers says, I want one more. Oh my goodness, Nick Chubb went off too, again. But Aaron Rodgers says, I want one more. Aaron Rodgers wants to prove the Green Bay Packers wrong. You know what would have been funny? If the Packers did beat the Vikings, and then they beat the Falcons. Minnesota, you had it and you choked in the fourth quarter. That is very Viking of them. And Cousins threw 2 interceptions. Yeah, that'd do it. That'd definitely. And Dwayne McBride game again. What is happening with this team's quarterbacks? Hey, there's Justin Jefferson. So he played, but he was limited. Oh man, and Mike Evans just couldn't get anything going either. Oh man. Minnesota had it and they blew it. Let the Falcons come back in the fourth quarter and score 14 points on you. Only get 6 points, meaning you guys got 2 field goals, or you scored a touchdown, and then you missed the extra point. So let's see if any of our players made the Pro Bowl. Maybe, I don't know if we have any. I'm trying to think who we would have. I'm not sure if we would have anyone. Actually, kind of surprised Rashad White didn't make it. Now I'm thinking about it. Anyone? Any offensive linemen? Any offensive linemen? Okay, no. Okay. Okay, Vita Vea has to make it, right? Vita Vea made the Pro Bowl. Okay. And Savasi, no, not him or Devin White. We're definitely not making that corner make it. Winfield Jr. made the Pro Bowl. Nice. Oh, goodness. I don't know if we're going to be able to keep him either. So we had 2 Pro Bowlers. That's nice. We had Winfield make it, and we had so Savasier got 2 upgrades. Points. Let's just give these people these upgrade points. Let's give him more field general. Savasier Dennis was a great player. Let's give him more field general. So he's up to a 70 overall now. Normal development, but he will get an upgrade if he wins defensive player, defensive rookie of the year. Tristan Wirfs, our all-star left tackle, gets an upgrade. He's now a 90 overall. 93 overall, excuse me. Winfield, I don't even want to do this because I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep him. But let's go ahead and make him a 90 overall. Yeah, let's just go make him a 90 overall. Actually, he's an 89. Brian Neal is going to bump you up to an 82. Devin White is gonna get bumped up to 81, or it's probably gonna say 82 when this is done. 81, okay. Get him some more pass coverage. Get him better in the pass coverage. Rashad White played great for us. Yeah, that's exactly what he needed, more speed. Lewis Seen, I don't know if he actually got on the field for us. He might have had a few tackles here and there. But hopefully we can have some use for him next year. Since the Vikings aren't using him, that's why they gave him to us. Chase McLaughlin here, sure, you can have an upgrade. Get some more, actually, you need more accuracy. So, here's a point to your accuracy. You have 2 points to your accuracy, that's cool. Caleb Farley is someone who I want to do upgrades. I want man-to-man, because that's the kind of corners that I want on this team. I want man, and just gave us 1 point in man coverages. Sweet. Joe Tryon-Shionka. Let's just try to get your speed better, speed rushing. Better finesse move, okay. And I want Kalijah Cansey. Honestly, need to get his power rushing up better, but I did speed rushing. We're gonna start working on his power rushing soon. Cody Mock, I want to do better too. I actually like Cody Mock and how he's playing for us. I didn't think he was bad at all for us. I mean, he started, and he's a star development. Yaya Diaby. Just want to get all of his skills up. I think Yaya has a special role with us in the future. Honestly, probably the Shaq Barrett replacement if we can't find anything better in free agency, or if Barrett regresses badly. Trey Palmer, what an upgrade for Trey Palmer. Oh yeah, hopefully he's going to be good for us in the future. And Logan Hall, I'm just kind of down and depressed about his year. Just not really a good year for him. Just get his power rushing up as well. And I don't know if there's anyone else who I want to put points on specifically. I mean, Zion McCollum. Let's get his man-to-man up. Zion McCollum is a player who I like. And that's a good upgrade for him. Anyone else? Anyone else? Sean Tucker, maybe. I don't know. I think, yeah, Madden can do the rest. Now it's time to look at the yearly awards. So Mahomes is officially MVP, and Brian Daboll is Coach of the Year. Looking at the AFC stuff first before we look at our CJ Stroud wins Rookie of the Year. So does Will Anderson. So, kind of like in real life. Interesting. So, just like the Jets, just like the Texans, they get the twofer in Madden. All right, Offensive Player of the Year, Brandon Ayuk. Defensive Player, of course. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Jaden, and he finishes 4th. Servassier Dennis gets Defensive Rookie of the Year. Let's go. That's going to give him a big upgrade to star, I think. Or does he get 2 upgrades? Does he get 2 development? I don't know. He might be a superstar now. And he always gets best linebacker too. 2nd and best linebacker. But Servassier Dennis, oh man, that's going to be a big upgrade for him. So he's going to get 1 upgrade point. Honestly, I think I'm going to go pass coverage here. Or no, maybe field general. I think pass coverage might be better for, right now, think about it right now. I think pass coverage would have been better. And he is a superstar development. Okay. So we do get the superstar upgrade with him. He is going to be a force to be reckoned with in the future. And the Super Bowl winners are the Atlanta. They win their first Super Bowl. Super Bowl MVP is Bijan Robinson. MVP, Patrick Mahomes. Coach of the Year, Brian DeBall. Offensive Player of the Year, Jacobs. And overall Defensive Rookie of the Year, Servassier Dennis. Jaden Reed wins Offensive Rookie of the Year. Man, we could have had it. We could have had it if he stayed healthy. If he only stayed healthy, could have had it. And it's just as me looking at other stuff. But could have had it. Could have had both. I honestly didn't mean to keep this in the video. I was just looking at past year stats just cause I can, and just looking at history and NFL, trying to figure out, oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that happening. Yeah, hey, remember when Cam Newton was the MVP? Remember when Todd Gurley won Rookie of the Year? Just like looking at some obscure stats. But I didn't mean to keep this in the video. Like Eddie Lacy, Rookie of the Year. RG3 had a great Rookie of the Year. I'm not even gonna say anything bad about that. Cam Newton had a great Rookie year. Sam Bradford was good. And look, Percy Harvin in 09, the year the Vikings should have won the Super Bowl. Vikings should have won it all that year. I'm just saying. And that was the, CJ 2K year. Because Chris Johnson was the Offensive Player of the Year. Just to look at retirements. Harrison Smith retires. That's sad. As a Viking fan, that's sad. Pat Peterson retires. Any other? Robert Quinn. Sue retires. Tyrod Taylor finally retires after trying to explode his young. Cordell Patterson retires. Justin Houston retires. Some big retirements come in here. Von Miller retires. Some big retirements. Nick Foles retires. Jason Peters retired. Rudy retired. Dang. And Pete Carroll retired. So that's all the retirements. I don't know if they could be more, right? I think they can retire like during different points in the season and different points in the draft, right? But here's the first mock draft, and they have us going right outside linebacker. Don't know if that's what we're gonna do. Honestly, I'm looking at Osgood, and for the second, that was the first mock draft. They have us going right in Wayne Pierman at number 4 overall. So we picked number 4 overall. We could get the quarterback with this pick because none of the teams above us, well, Patriots do, need a quarterback. We could get the corner. Interesting. Well, guys, you let me know what you want me to do. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Next time it's going to be off-season. It's probably going to be about a 2-hour video. Oh dear God, it's probably about to be a 2-hour video. Well, hope you guys are ready for that ride with me. Bucs franchise is back. I'm back. Leave a like if you enjoyed it and subscribe for more content. Bye.